It's nice to come in here and smile. Great win. Anytime we beat the Mets, it's a plus. Hopefully that'll give us some momentum going down the stretch when we have to play them again. But once again, Nola was fantastic. Hung a curveball to Cespedes. That was his only mistake. 2 hits. What do you have? 8 strikeouts. A couple walks, 8 strikeouts. Pinto got himself into a little trouble, but he got out of it. That was a high leverage situation for him to appear in, which was good to see. He struck out Cespedes, tough hitter, obviously, and that was super. I'm happy for him. Milner came in, got Conforto, got a ground ball from Cabrera, and could have been caught, or found a hole, and then Louis came in and got us out of the jam. Scored a couple runs in the 5th with Cesar, big hit, a couple big hits, back-to-back nights. Freddie got that single to right field to give us 2, and then, of course, Joseph's sac fly was huge. I think it got in on him a little bit. I thought it had a chance to go out, but it got in on him a little bit. That's about it. Mikey made a real nice play on that pop-up. That was huge to get Conforto, and made another play to his left earlier in the game. That was nice to see Mikey contribute. He's not swinging the bat that well right now, and it's good to see him contribute like that.
Probably sound like a broken record here, since every Nola start, I think this comes up. But how much is having confidence in that changeup kind of making him a different pitcher?
With Nola, you're talking about it. It's a night and day difference. I mean, it gives him an extra place to go when he gets into trouble. Instead of a fastball in and out and the curveball that he's always had, now he's got that pitch. And it's when he doesn't, let's say on a given night he doesn't have a good feel for his curve, he can go to the changeup even against right-handers and get out. So it's always good to have that third pitch that's working for you.
The way they've hit home runs in this ballpark, did Nola show you some moxie or leadership by going up and in on Cespedes?
We like to see our guys come in on hitters. One of the things that Matz did well for a while there was he used both sides of the plate. You have to pitch both sides of the plate, and I think it's important for all our pitchers to be able to use that inside part of the plate against righties and lefties, and that's a good. I was happy to see him do that, and I wish we saw more of that to keep those hitters honest, so they don't lean out or dive out over the plate. And I think that's going to contribute to any success that all of our pitchers have if they do that.
How about the way he backed up that fastball by striking out Cespedes with a changeup on the next pitch?
Yeah, the hitters are, they look for pitches in certain situations. Cespedes is a smart hitter. You can tell sometimes we'll sit on the bench and we'll talk about, I think he's sitting soft here, or he's looking hard, or this guy tries to ambush a fastball early in the count. Some guys do that. They're hunting fastballs early. So all that, you put all that together and you keep them guessing. That's why when you get to a 1-1 count with a fastball and a curveball, that makes it tougher for the hitter to figure out what's coming. So there's a lot of thought that goes into a lot of that stuff. And then, of course, the bottom line is locating.
From where you were, Pinto didn't look scared from upstairs. What did he look like from your vantage point?
He looked fine. He when we first saw him, he had the obvious jitters coming up to the big leagues earlier in the year, but he settled down. And one of the things that was tough was the at bat against Granderson, where he kept throwing his changeup for strikes, and he kept making contact, fouling those pitches off, which led to a lot of pitches, and that can get frustrating. Then he walked him on a 3-2 changeup, but he went right after him, and I think this is a good confidence booster for him.